FaceTime. FaceTime. Me. Okay. Now you're good to go.
20 years of manufacturing experience, 5 top 10 finishes in the last 5 years, 1 Jayhawk Motorsports. We are excellence in motion. So there is a racer's dilemma currently right now in the SCCA circuit where we can fill a gap as Jayhawk Motorsports. But first I'd like to say welcome investors. My name is Jacob Burris. I am the lead engineer for Formula Jayhawk, the team building the new Formula Jayhawk car, one of the best cars in the new Formula SAE circuit, and we have a proposition for you today as investors to get us off the ground. There's currently a racer's dilemma in the SCCA circuit. There currently is kind of 2 different types of racing. Currently the budget kind of racing cars such as Miatas, they have benefits of low entry prices, a lot of people getting into it, a lot of competition, but the drawback is it's not nearly as fast as a real race car. It doesn't quite give you that good feel, and it lacks the aggressive styling. The Miata is kind of a mild style of car. On the other side of that dilemma, there's the cars such as the Corvette. While they provide a much sportier feel, much faster vehicle, they are much higher price to get into, much less competition, so it takes much less skill to be in it. Turns less into a skilled driving competition and more of a how big's your pocketbook kind of thing. With that being said, we've developed a new class of race car called Formula Jayhawk. It's endorsed by the SCCA by our buddy John Builds a Car. He's fully endorsed the brand new circuit of Formula Jayhawk. It's a circuit where we develop the car, we produce the car, and it's a very level playing field, very mild entry point, but allows you much more aggressive styling, much faster vehicles, and much more competition to give you that sportier race car, but also at a cheaper price. Now let me introduce you to the JMS 2017, our brand new race car. It's the latest in the generations of brand new race cars that we've built. Starts with our unbeatable chassis design with our monocoque, our full stress, 3/4 stress monocoque. Stiffness to weight ratio is greatly advantaged because we have a carbon fiber chassis. We've been running carbon fiber chassis for the past 20 years, so we are very good at what we do, as well as analysis, optimization, and styling. Along with the chassis comes the aerodynamics package. You can't go fast without being stuck to the ground, and we use the most relevant information in 3D flow analysis to achieve the most downforce while saving the most weight and creating the most power. This car runs a 4-cylinder CBR 600 RR engine with carbon fiber struts, carbon fiber A-arms, carbon fiber uprights, carbon fiber chassis, wings, and rims. Lots of carbon fiber. We are very strong carbon fiber company. The performance specs of this car is vastly improved from a Miata type class of car. It's much faster than a Corvette. We can beat a Corvette hands down. With 0 to 60 times laying down at 3.2 seconds, it's wicked quick. And on the small tracks for the SCCA style courses that we run, it's perfect for that kind of car. Allows great handling, great speed, great mobility, and most of all, great competition, especially with the lower price point. Like I've been saying, the solution for our problem of not having that kind of class is Formula Jayhawk. Like I said before, strength, affordability, competitive racing, aggressive styling, and it's got that great race car feel. So far, we haven't been able to find any drawbacks with this car, but in reality, the only thing that's holding us back is investments. We need to get ourselves up off the ground. To do that, we first figured out our target audience. Our biggest demographic right now is SCCA members, most of which are male, most of which are pro racing fans, And with the average income of $128,000, our car will fit right into their budget to allow them to upgrade from Miata, but not quite hit that larger price point of a Corvette. In order to get our car out there, when we do start manufacturing, we advertise in magazines such as Grassroots Motorsports and Car and Driver, because the majority of the audience that will be able to afford this car and want to be in this car are subscribed to those magazines, as well as we can have our social media presence on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Snapchat, Instagram, all those social media presences. But the majority of our time will be focused advertising wise in magazines, because that's where the majority of our demographic will sit. Outside of that, also the market strategy, we go mainly the way we'd be able to market this outside of just regular advertising is trade shows. Trade shows are huge, especially in the SCCA circuit and in pro racing circuits, especially with the demographic that we're looking for. The majority of trade shows we sit is right in here. This information is pulled directly from the SCCA website, along with the conglomerate of several other information put out by PRI, which is Performance Racing Institute trade shows. That's where most of this information comes from. Now that we figured out how we're going to market, now I've shown you how we're going to market and what our marketing strategy is going to look like. Here's what our manufacturing setting is going to be looking like. It's a rough layout of how we're going to do it, with our basic manufacturing sitting in the middle, our carbon fiber, our clean rooms, all that stuff needed for carbon fiber sitting on the outside, as it goes through several quality control checks to make sure that every single one of our cars is high quality, built to the highest quality for the best racing experience for every driver. Now, as you can tell, with carbon fiber is not cheap to manufacture. So with our starter costs are a little bit pricey, just because that's kind of how carbon fiber works. And that's because our whole car is that, so that's kind of how it sits. Overhead for the plant, we need $275,000. 2 weeks materials, $175,000. Administrative overhead, $235,000. And marketing expense is $50,000, coming to a total of $735,000, which we need to accumulate before we can actually move forward and start delivering these vehicles to our customers. Now with that initial cost, the suggested retail price of these cars is solid $36,000. While that is more than the Miata, it is substantially less than the Corvette, therefore giving a great entry point for the person with a $128,000 average income, allowing them to move up to a much sportier class, much faster class, but still competitive advantage needed when doing a racing experience such as this. But with that manufacturing cost, manufacturing overhead, and sales and administrative fees, we'll still come out ahead of $18,000 profit on each vehicle, which will be split with you, our investors, and I'll go through that right now. With that large profit margin, with you guys investing the amount that we're requesting, you'll receive 70% profit of that $18,000 per car until you break even. Estimated 14 months until your payback is met. So for the first 14 months, you'll have 70% of our profits straight out of the company. And then once you have made all your money back, you'll jump back to 50% profit from then on out. So it's a very good investment plan for this car. So as you can see, 14 months is the estimated payback date, and then from there you'll skyrocket and start making money off these cars. We believe these cars are just what the new market's looking for, and we just need your help to get them off the ground. If you look here, I'll pass out, if I can pick it up, our new contract. Each one of you guys will get this, allow you to read through more fully the descriptions of our actual investment plan, investment portfolio, and what we're asking of all of our investors to be part of Formula Jayhawk. With that, we thank you for listening to this presentation today. As future investors, we hope to really strive to get to your business and be a part, and so you guys can be a part of Formula Jayhawk and creating this brand new class of race cars to allow for a much faster and more fun SCCA event in the future. Thank you.